Hey, what is up, YouTube? It's your girl Miranda here. We're back another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. In this episode, we advance Wyll's storyline, and he has to make a pretty tough decision. What do we do? I don't know. You'll have to watch the episode to find out. I hope you enjoy this episode. If you do, make sure you leave me a like or a comment. And if you want to watch more of my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll catch you all next time. Bye. Half expecting him to just blow up everything saying he's in power. Yeah, well, he's a bit more subtle than that.
What did you make of him?
I can't wait to flatten him.
Not if I get to him first.
We'll flatten him together.
Look at all these
And we'll have
people
sex on his
cheer
corpse.
for him like Can't you see what a chancer he is?
When people are scared, they'll do whatever it takes to feel safe.
And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
How does one figure out who's in the I mean, maybe we can do like the thing, like the test from the thing where we test everyone's blood. Let's talk to Karlach. Karlach, can I romance you? Can I romance you guys?
Soldier.
No! God damn it. What will you do now that your father's gone?
Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed.
These two just warm my heart.
She's in my hands now.
I'm so happy that they
and
put
I
a
intend
lesbian
to help her
couple
through
like,
whatever's
front
to
and
come.
center in this game.
We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies for life.
Well, I'm your ally for life.
When I first met you, saving yourself from Ceramorphosis was your greatest wish. And yet now...
It's because I failed my wisdom save.
I trust your leadership and respect your decisions. But I truly hope this is not something we can't
I couldn't
regret.
resist the Illithid powers because I failed my wisdom. Alright. Tell me something about yourself that I wouldn't even think to ask.
I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature?
A wood elf
I know.
druid that loves
Well-trodden
animals and nature?
territory.
Really? You don't say.
Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey.
Who doesn't like honey? Honey is delicious. You turn into a bear and you like honey?
I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
Where have they taken him?
To the slaughter, the way I hear it.
Shit.
I love birds so very much,
Your
but entirely
dad's
understand what's
good
the
as
point
dead.
where your parrot laughs at you and then you have dots. Yeah.
And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Oh. I guess I have to go back to the camp.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of
Yeah.
the hells, what is she planning?
Mizora's up to nothing good, that's for certain.
Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Torril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Okay, so yes, I did actually have to end the day in order to talk to her.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me.
It seems you're bringing friends.
Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
You've heard of such devils. Sisters of justice. Adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
Just what are you up to?
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus. Infernos contractus te vocamus.
Your contract, Wyll. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
Then break it already. Wyll doesn't need to wait 6 months.
No contract is ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Wyll Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1.
I'm really not impressed
I
with all
show
these
you the way
theatrics.
to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his
Yeah,
enemy's
right?
hand, and
Well,
Baldur's
devils
Gate
always have to be,
loses its greatest champion.
Super ostentatious.
Name
They have to be
your
so dramatic.
sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Wyll.
Silence, Karlach.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose.
Do we have to choose? What will happen to Wyll's powers if he breaks the pact?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is
These 3
slain.
chances to summon a contract, but they just get to float and summon fire at will. Yep, yeah. Break the pact, Wyll. You deserve your freedom. Also, I feel like his dad is a goner. I mean, he's been tadpoled, and I don't think you can cure that. So, because I feel like, and she knows that. So this is just her way of like getting Wyll's soul. It's like, oh, well, no harm will come to him from anyone. But he still has his tadpole in the head, so like he's still cursed to become a mind flayer. So like, I don't know. Super don't trust her. Yeah, I'm not gonna break the pact, Wyll. You deserve your freedom.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Yeah, I feel like your dad's a goner either way.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Also, can Wyll go back to his regular human appearance?
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
All right, Karlach. Karlach.
Soldier.
Let me romance you. No. No romance option. No.
Gods. I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
Well, you certainly paid a heavy price for it. You're your own man now, Wyll. It's better this way.
I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand, but freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Well, your father's not dead yet. Maybe there's still a way to save him.
I signed his life away before the
Yeah,
Hell's
it's
witnesses.
because I've become a
It would be
half-elithid,
easier
so
to
like
drink the sticks down
I
to the
know
last
I have
drop
like
than to
scary
alter
face
his
and
fate.
I have all these weird gross
I'd
black
be a
veins
fool
all
to
over my
wish
body
otherwise.
and I hate it. What's our next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city. From the brain.
She didn't always look like this.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Also, the reason I'm wearing these like sexy clothes is I had original clothes that you start with, and then I got like Twitch drop clothes. Like I got like special clothes because from Twitch. So I got rid of my original clothes and I was wearing the Twitch clothes. And then my game is glitched, so I lost my Twitch clothes. And then my character was just naked. And then I was like, well, the only other clothes I have are from this drow NPC that I killed. So I guess I'm wearing her clothes now. You forced Wyll to make an impossible choice.
Impossible? My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary
I know, it
Blade
makes
of
me look. I mean,
Frontiers
it
would
makes me look a
surrender
bad,
his
look like a
father
bad
for freedom.
person.
Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes?
That was a cursed bargain. Like, if we had let Wyll sell his soul to save his father, it wouldn't have been his father. Like his father was whammied by the absolute. So like, I don't get it. If Wyll isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power?
Just because he's not my pet doesn't mean he's not useful. The absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise, and you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched.
You've left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
Ugh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel
I'm trying
might
to savor her
change
company.
mind?
I want to save her more than just her
My
company.
mistress can be so capricious.
I'm trying so hard. What can you tell me about the Hells?
The 9 hells of Beator.
I always pronounce it as
Each its
Bator.
own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all.
Dialogue options haven't unlocked savory
The other
company
8,
yet. Yes.
well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself.
I might be
If
locked
I
out of the
deem you
romance because you're
worthy.
supposed to be able to do it in like Act 1, but my approval wasn't high enough. So I don't know if it's still possible to romance her or not, and I'm trying very hard to make it happen. I have said that I will settle for Shadowheart if that romance triggers. That one also hasn't triggered for me. The only romances that have triggered for me are ones that I don't want, including Wyll, and I'm just like, my guy, I'm not interested. You never told me how the Absolute has captured you.
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free.
Yeah, don't make me regret it.
Gallantry isn't dead, after all.
I actually tried to kill her. So there was a quest where you had to like rescue like her, and I was just like, well, what happens if I just kill her? Won't Wyll then be released from his pact? And turns out no, that's not what happens. So I killed her, and then Wyll was condemned to the hells forever. So I was like, well, reload. If you're gonna be staying, I need something in return.
Why? I'm supplying Wyll with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you
Might encounter
what,
some bugs that prevent the romance
when
dialogue
the
and scene
time
from triggering.
comes to
Yeah.
squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
All right, you can stay, I guess.